Hey everyone, let's dive right into this explainer and uncover the hidden challenges of maintaining your plumbing in Jacksonville Beach. We all know it's a beautiful place to live, but honestly, it's a surprisingly harsh coastal environment. Whether you're living in a historic beach cottage or a brand new oceanfront build, your home is fighting a constant, relentless battle against the elements. And your plumbing? It's right there on the front lines. It's kind of a crazy paradox, right? Living right by the ocean is incredibly scenic, but it's actually a silent destroyer of your home's plumbing system. It's so easy to look at the water and just think of it as this beautiful amenity, but the reality is the local climate and geography are uniquely aggressive toward metals, pipes, and drains. To break this all down logically, we're going to quickly hit 5 things today: the coastal challenge, local plumbing nightmares, expert solutions, the actual service process, and then we'll wrap up by answering your top questions. Let's get to it. All right, part 1, the coastal challenge, and the elements at play. Listen, your plumbing is fighting a multi-front war out there. We've got corrosive salt air that literally eats fixtures for breakfast, especially if you're anywhere from Neptune Beach down to Ponte Vedra. Plus, because of the shallow water tables, lots of homes are on slab foundations, which makes finding leaks super tricky. Add in those aggressive tree roots from huge mature oaks and pines, and the sudden, massive spikes in water usage during tourist season, your plumbing is under constant, heavy strain. And then there's the water itself. Around Jacksonville Beach, we tap into the Floridan aquifer. Now, it's a great regional water source, but man, it provides moderately hard water that is absolutely packed with calcium and magnesium. So what does that mean for you? It means scale buildup. It's this slow, completely invisible process that restricts the water flow inside your pipes and completely wrecks the efficiency and lifespan of your water heater. Moving on to part 2, local nightmares, specifically older homes versus those harsh elements. So if you live near the coast, the age of your house is a massive factor. Think about neighborhoods built in the 70s and 80s, places like Salvo Marina or San Pablo. They use materials that honestly just couldn't stand the test of time out here. We're talking galvanized steel that corrodes from the salt air, polybutylene pipes, and old clay sewer lines. Modern construction, on the flip side, uses things like PEX supply lines and stainless steel fixtures, which are specifically chosen to aggressively resist that coastal corrosion. And here's where nature really takes a toll on those older materials. You know those gorgeous mature oak trees in your yard? Well, they are incredibly thirsty. In our sandy coastal soil, those roots actively hunt for water. They find tiny, microscopic cracks in aging clay sewer lines, force their way in, and create massive blockages that quickly just crush the pipe entirely. Meanwhile, up in your walls and attic, that salt air is penetrating and causing tiny, devastating pinhole leaks in older copper piping. It's wild. Okay, part 3, expert solutions and how Titan comes to the rescue. The pros at Titan Plumbing know you can't just use generic inland fixes for coastal problems. So what do? They drop high-tech video cameras straight into your pipes to see exactly where a root intrusion is happening. Then they use professional hydrojetting to completely blast those blockages away, rather than just punching a temporary hole in them. They're also installing storm surge backflow preventers for flood protection, water softeners to fight the aquifer's hard water, and doing whole home repiping with materials proven to survive our specific climate. And hey, if the word repiping makes you break out in a cold sweat, don't panic. It is not some month-long nightmare. Titan can completely repipe an entire house in just 3 to 7 days. Obviously, it depends on your foundation type and how many bathrooms you have, but they work section by section, meaning you actually keep your water access for the vast majority of the project. Let's look at part 4, the service process, and keeping repairs totally stress-free. Titan keeps it super simple with a 3-step process. Step 1, clear communication. They dispatch locally with realistic arrival windows. Step 2, and this is absolutely huge, you get a diagnosis and a clear written estimate before any work starts. 0 surprise fees. And step 3 is the actual repair, followed by really rigorous testing and a thorough cleanup. They actually use drop cloths and respect your property. Also, we all know water damage gets exponentially worse by the hour, right? That's why Titan runs 24/7 rapid dispatch for actual emergencies. Middle of the night pipe burst, water heater floods the garage. You aren't stuck waiting until 9 a.m. the next day. They show up equipped to stop the bleeding and restore function fast. And the only reason they can respond that fast is their geographical focus. Titan serves the beaches area exclusively. Because their technicians actually live and work right in the community, they aren't driving an hour across Jacksonville to reach you. Whether you're right near the pier or out toward Hodges Boulevard, they recognize the specific architectural quirks of your neighborhood, and they carry exactly the right parts on the very first visit. Finally, Part 5, Top Questions Answered by the Experts. Let's play doctor for a second and diagnose what you might be dealing with right now. Got a running toilet? That's usually just a worn-out $20 flapper valve. Super easy. But what if you have low water pressure throughout the whole house? That's typically a direct result of corroded galvanized pipes and hard water scale restricting the flow. Hearing a weird gurgling sound or getting constant clogs? Classic symptom of tree roots invading older clay sewer lines. And if your water heater is leaking from the tank? Yeah, unfortunately, that usually signals a total failure, and you'll need a full replacement. Now, if you want to avoid midnight emergency calls entirely, an incredible takeaway from their experts is to proactively schedule a professional drain cleaning every 1 to 2 years. Honestly, this is absolutely vital if you have older pipes or mature trees in your yard. Getting a camera down there regularly catches root intrusions way before they completely crush your sewer line.
At the end of the day, letting someone cut into your walls or dig up your yard requires a ton of trust. Titan gets that. Their transparent communication, coupled with fully licensed, code-compliant work, ensures your property value is totally protected. They even handle all the permitting with the Jacksonville Beach Building Department for major jobs, so you know everything is perfectly by the book.
So, I want to leave you with this thought. Take a second to consider the age of your pipes and the crazy toll this coastal environment takes on them. Is your home hiding a silent plumbing disaster right now? If you even suspect an issue, or if you just want the peace of mind of a preventative inspection, reach out to Titan Plumbing Jacksonville before a tiny, manageable leak turns into a massive, expensive emergency. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and stay proactive out there.